That was it. Oh my gosh, that was it. My goodness, you have to be kidding. Alright, what is up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And now for today's video, I'm actually going to be time traveling all the way back to the earliest days of my channel while simultaneously filming my second challenge video in just this summer alone. Now, while the title of this video probably makes it pretty clear what I'll be planning for this one, I did want to point out that the recreating process is going to look a bit different this time, simply due to the quantity of footage I actually have to recreate. Because even as my first ever YouTube video, I was able to fit a total of 18 trick shots into the 4-minute Flip Edition montage, and knowing I'm planning to recreate the entire thing, will probably end up placing quite a bit more emphasis just on conserving my time. And basically what I mean by this is that for one, I may only end up narrating just a few of the shots as I go, and two, we'll also plan to use the most ideal set of surfaces for each shot, regardless of whether or not they match the originals. So overall, while this strategy's true effect may not be all that visible at first glance, I must tell you guys that shaving any and all possible time off is going to be essential during this challenge, especially to allow me to complete each and every one of the shots listed right here. And if I'm ultimately unable to complete all 18 within just the hour that I have, I will have to do a punishment, so make sure to stick around for that at the end. But for now, I'd say let's just get straight into the first one. Alright guys, so here we are at the first shot of this video. It's just going to be a simple golf tee flip. And I guess one thing I forgot to mention to you guys earlier is that aside from the fact that I'm not planning to narrate every shot, I may actually end up going back to refilm a couple of the shots afterwards just to get a bit more accurate of footage, as I'm somewhat tediously planning to make a side-by-side comparison montage at the end of this video, of course if I happen to finish all 18 shots. Now, whether or not I actually go through with this will be answered very soon for you guys, but either way it doesn't really matter right now, so we're just going to get right into the attempts. And the timer is going to be on the computer, which we already have set up, so we're just going to get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, yes. So as you can see, we got that one in just a couple minutes, so we'll check the golf tee flip off the list and hit a short montage. Alright guys, so quick intermission as we've now made it to day number 2 and are honestly doing a lot better on time than I expected. However, I did want to stop here just to reiterate a slight mistake I had made while filming the intro, as my original Flip Edition doesn't actually contain just 18 shots. In reality, it contains a total of 20, but ironically enough, 18 is still going to be an accurate number to use for this video, as the next 2 shots I'm planning to recreate don't technically stand alone throughout the montage. Now to explain this a bit more clearly, the 2 shots currently in question are both the 25 bottle flips and back-to-back expo flips. Well, what I had found out was that in order to score each of these 2 shots, I would also automatically have to score 2 more that had already been part of the original montage. And as you can see, these 2 are just the 10 bottle flips and singular expo flip, meaning I figured it'd really only be logical, again for time purposes, just to combine them as I film this challenge portion. So to sum it all up, I guess just make sure to remember that as I score each of these next 2 shots, each one is going to account for 2 individual clips, although I'll make sure to go back and refilm all 4 a bit later. Okay everyone, so here we are at day number 3, and once again still doing pretty well on time for being 11 shots into the video. And honestly, the only reason I wanted to stop this time is just to let you all know that this next shot, the hairspray cap flip, is the first and really only shot of the video in which I was unable to find the exact same item to use, which from the beginning I figured would happen at least once. And overall, in the scope of the entire project, it's probably not going to affect much more than the finished montage if I happen to make it. So just to be clear for now, this right here is going to be the new hairspray bottle to account for the original orange one. Yes! Oh my gosh, let's go guys! So just as a quick update for you all, this right here marks the 16th completed shot of the video, and even now with just 2 more to go, we still have over a third of the time remaining. So while I'm not currently hoping to jinx my luck, let's head on to number 17 and hopefully finish this thing strong. Alright guys, so here we are at the second to last shot of the video, and while I can safely say that we still have a good chunk of time left, I did make sure to once again save what I consider the 2 hardest shots for last. And as you've just seen, these 2 are going to be the 8-cup stack flip and then the bottom on bottom. But as we start off with this 8-cup stack, I will mention to you guys that this one's really going to be all about how the surface will hold up. So for right now, we're just going to give this one a test and get right back into it in 3, 2, 1. As you guys can see, all about the surface. And all about the surface it was indeed. Because while I seemed to have the motion of the flip down pretty well, I hadn't really done anything to counteract the instability of the landing, which definitely made for quite an inconsistent set of attempts. But as the time passed and each small adjustment was made, the efforts would prove to pay off. Let's go, guys. So that one took us, it looks like, about 9 or 10 minutes, so we are going to be heading into the last shot with a pretty fair cushion of time, but I will definitely say there's still no guarantee in a challenge as difficult as this one. And to keep things short, I'm probably just going to jump straight into the attempts from here, but things are probably bound to get interesting with the fact that bottle flips are not my go-to, especially compared to a good amount of other channels these days. And yep. Almost exactly as I had just assumed, I would turn out to be mostly correct on that one. Because as I started attempting the bottom on bottom, I began to recall just how difficult my first ever tower actually was, and having the timer right to my side was definitely not helping anything. So naturally, I really started to feel the pressure as my time dwindled down to its final minutes, but who knows, maybe not all pressure is meant to last. That was it. Oh my gosh, guys, that was it. I've actually done it. All 18 shots with literally just 4 minutes to spare. My goodness, you have to be kidding me. With yet another absurd time finish, this will officially mark my channel's 5th fully completed challenge, and somehow, some way, we have dodged the bullet once again. Okay guys, so just to let you know, it's now a few days after I've finished the challenge, and as you've just seen, my luck did manage to hold strong for this long enough. And because of this, I have officially decided to make the side-by-side montage I mentioned earlier, which will also take the place of what would have been the punishment for this video. So
So with the exception of the outro, the remainder of this one will basically only consist of the updated comparison, which I will admit includes a fair amount of flips I ended up refilming after the challenge. But anyways, that's going to be about it for all my narration. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the montage.
This is the high to low triple G. All three. 3 for 3, baby. This is the 5-cup stack. Yes. I did it. I just cast a marker. This is 10 flips in a row. Ten in a row, yes, got 10.
That's probably one of the most bounciest things in the world. $100 bill in racing.
Yes, finally got it. Bottom on bottom. Yes, this is the Pringles can on power. No way! Yes!
I flipped a 6x6
Lego piece. Bang! 8-cup stack. Woo!
There's the start pin. Let's knock it down.
Bang! This is 25 flips in a row. Yes! 25 in a row! I did it! Oh, that was awesome.